Nigeria's new social media code of practice. So the code of practice that we're talking about is the one they call the code of practice for interactive computer service platforms and internet intermediaries. It's a regulatory framework which is issued jointly by three agencies in Nigeria, and these agencies are the National Information Technology Development Agency (NIDA), the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), and the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC). That will determine if so content or that content is offensive or not. So, what supporters of this code say that it's necessary to protect citizens from fraud, hate speech, and harmful misinformation. I will want, before I finish this content, to show you as a user, step by step, the steps you need to take when you're posting your materials so that you don't fall victim to this code. So let me quickly run down on that to give you step by step for you to know what you should do to avoid the risk of falling into this trap. That's, for me, I see it as a trap. So let's look at that. Okay, so I call this the survivor guide for you, the user, how not to lose your social media account in Nigeria. Okay, so if you are in Nigeria, operating from Nigeria, how not to lose your social media account. Okay, so step one is that you should think before you post. Think before you post. Ask this question: is this verified? Before sharing it, sharing the news or screenshots. Okay, ask if it is verified. Okay, there was a particular content I shared it some time ago. I got it from somewhere, and immediately I posted it. I decided to verify if this content was actually authentic or not, and I found out it was not. But by that time, I've already posted, so I had to quickly bring it down because I don't want to be seen as putting up contents that are not verified. Okay, maybe they say a certain government institution said something and you didn't quite verify, and then you just carry it and you put out there. It may be fake news. Okay, so you should avoid fake election results, rumors or conspiracy theories. Like as elections are coming now, don't be the first to be posting results before INEC announces them. Just wait for INEC to announce the results, or except if they are results that have been pronounced at the ward level and you have the authentic results. Don't just post results that people are banditing all around, otherwise you may be a target. So that's the first step. Think before you post. Don't start thinking after you've posted. Okay, so the second thing you should do, step number 2, is to stay clear of hate and insults. These days, there's so much hate and insults going on online. So don't attack tribes, don't attack religion, don't attack political groups. Rather, you can criticize. We're not saying you shouldn't criticize political figures or public figures, but your criticism should be focused at their actions, not personalities, not identities. Okay, criticize actions, not identities. This is very important. And then if you must use words that are heavy sounding words, don't use harsh words. Rather, replace harsh words with neutral phrasing. Okay, replace harsh words with neutral phrasing. There are so many ways you can use that does not necessarily connote you being harsh, but at the same time you will have communicated what you needed to say. And then the third step you take is to make use of labels, satires, and jokes. When you have when you write content, you can add hashtags like hashtag satire, hashtag jokes, hashtag parody to memes or sarcastic posts that you may have made. Okay, you may have made a sarcastic joke, some sarcastic post, maybe to criticize a particular thing that is going on in government or thereabout. Then you can add a hashtag that this is a joke or this is satire and things like that. So that will kind of generate you. Okay, so that people will not take it so seriously. Okay, this protects you really if moderators try to misinterpret your content. so they can easily know the intent of your heart, right? The fourth step you need to take, to safeguard yourself in these times is to keep your business safe. If you are selling things online, you should use real names, clear prices, and professional pages. Make your pages professional. Your pages should not look suspicious. So avoid suspicious ads that looks like scams. You make there's some adverts people put on online. Get these, just register and get these. There's some ads like that you would put up to become flagged that is probably a scam. So you should, when you're doing your ads, you should get professional people to write your scripts for you, so that they can look professional. And always keep a backup list of your customers, okay, like their emails, phone numbers, and don't put them on social media. Keep them somewhere else, so that in case if your page is shut down, you can always have that. Okay. Fifth step you can take to protect yourself is to avoid online fights. Okay, because when you make enemies online, those people you are making enemies with may actually mischievously report your page. Okay, and then that may lead to your page being brought down. So protect yourself from false reports. Okay. And by avoiding online fights, because rivals may maliciously report your page. And also use two-factor authentication, yeah, to prevent people from hacking into your account and posting harmful content which may undermine your page under your name. And step 6 that you could take is to understand and know the appeal process. So let me just give you that appeal process right now. If your content is taken down, this is the steps you need to take. Number 1 is to appeal within the app immediately. Okay, once you get that notification, you appeal within the app immediately. Secondly, if they didn't respond within 24 hours, you can escalate to NITDA, NCC, or NBC with relevant evidence, that is screenshots, live timestamps, and emails to support your appeal. And then of course you have to follow up with many accounts. Follow up on this, guys. Many accounts have been resolved after their appeals. So even if your content is taken down, you can appeal and it will be resolved. So okay, step 7 now is for you to diversify your platforms. Don't just restrict yourself to one platform. So don't depend only on Instagram or TikTok on X. Okay, diversify, be present across all. So if one is brought down, the other ones can still be up. Therefore, your business can still be open. So open a backup page. Open backup page on at least 2 to 3 platforms. Have backup pages, okay, that you can use to in between while you are doing appeals. The backup can still be running. Okay, and then yeah, I hope you understand what I'm. If anything I'm explaining here is not very clear to you, you can drop your comment, ask your questions in the comment section. Then I'll see how I can reach out to you to give you a clearer understanding of these things. And make sure you also always store your key content offline. The content that you know that is key to you online, also have a duplicate of them offline or on your Google Drive. There it can be saved, like your documents, pictures, things that you can easily go back to rebuild your page if anything happens. Because the way it is now, nobody really knows what may happen. You may think you have the best content, the safest content, and it may be flagged. So what do? You should have some. So when that happens, what happens? When that happens, you should have somewhere you can quickly go back to quickly pick up things and start all over again. So here's the golden rule. The golden rule I have for you when you're going online based on all the things that are happening is that if you won't say it loudly in public, like in a public bus, well, probably in a large city like Abuja or Lagos or Umuahia or Bracket or Aba or Nisha, then don't post it online. Something that you cannot say publicly, or you are not sure that can be said publicly, either in a public bus, please don't say it online. Don't post it online. That's just a golden rule. And if you do this, I believe you will have your page safe and probably not easily brought down or flagged by the system. Don't forget, the system that has been applied will probably be AI. There may not be real human interface, it may be purely AI. And if that's the case, these things have been locked down there. So be safe online. If you do the right thing, I believe your pages will not be flagged. This is the bit I have for you here on this one. Do like, subscribe, follow our page, and hit the notification button so that when we do the follow-ups, you can also be notified so that you don't miss anything. Thank you for listening to this one. I'll see you next time.